Hey guys, this is Danks87 and welcome to the very first live stream tutorial. I can see quite a lot of us are already here, 29 now watching. So we're going to talk about our tutorials and what we're going to do. So we're going to attempt to use the live stream sensor. Now this little gadget here, interactive live stream sensor. So we're going to use this so that we can choose our tutorial. But first, before we use that, I'm going to need some tutorials to do. Now I'm leaving it completely up to you, so I might not even be able to do it. So I'm going to need some suggestions on tutorials. Feel free to message them through. I'll give you about 2 minutes to message some through, and then I'll pick 3, and then we'll get to choose between the 3. So I'll leave you 2 minutes to choose or suggest some tutorials. Okay, so I'm seeing some good suggestions in here. I've noticed quite a few times that there's someone wanting some filming to be helped with. Saying things over and over, guys, is it's not really going to help. Rideable odd sock, I see quite a lot. I see. Oh, this one's an interesting one. To have a body swap. I like that idea. That's a cool idea. Okay, so for number 1, I am going to put the body swap in. Okay, let's have a look. What else have we got? It's quite a pain to be reading these, considering how many messages are coming through. I vote with dirty drags. Okay, I can't see dirty drags comment. Ooh. Action scenes in movies. Rainbow ribbon sword. Okay, action scenes in movies keep coming up. Okay, so we'll stick in the action scenes. And one last one. Have a look. A fixable odd sock. I don't know what you mean about that. Can you make a Sackbot hold a custom power-up? As far as I know, you can't do it. Make a split screen. Maybe not for a live tutorial. Grass sword, teleport weapon. Ah, the freeze ray. I've had the freeze ray come up quite a lot in comments, so I'm going to stick the freeze ray as the third one. The only reason I'm not doing a rideable odd sock, because it keeps coming up, is because there are already so many rideable odd socks out there that you can just pick one up and open it up and have a look for yourself. So we are going to put in the freeze ray for our last tutorial. Okay, so what we are going to do now is hopefully the delay is not more than 30 seconds. Let me just check this out. It actually seems to be more than 30 seconds, so I may have to change that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a minute on the interactive live stream. Now, as you can see, each of our tutorials that we've got up here each have a representing color. So body swap is red, film scenes are blue, and the freeze ray is green. Now when I push the button, you'll be able to have your vote. So red for body swap, you just have to type the word red. Blue for film scenes, again type the word blue. And freeze ray is green, so type the word green. I think it's case sensitive as well, so I believe it is capital letters. Yes, it is. So red, blue and green with capital letters to start. So I'm going to start our countdown after I've changed the timings. Okay, so when you are ready, once I push this button, you will be able to vote. Here we go. While we're waiting, I will do a shout out for Gaming with Ratchet. You cannot use hashtag blue, you need to do a capital letter blue. And we will see by the end of this which one we come. Do red. Brilliant. Anyone joining us right now, you can choose between these three tutorials by writing down their color. It has to be a capital letter, so capital R-E-D for red. That's our body swap tutorial. Inappropriate message timing. Although it was about a tutorial. Okay, so the winner is the body swap, and our live stream, interactive live stream sensor worked. I can indeed do all, but we've only got an hour. So at the moment we've already wasted 10 minutes on this, which is not too bad actually. So we're going to do body swap to start with, and then we'll do this process again to see which one we do next. Okay, so we're going to do a body swap. So for this I would use Sackbots. Now a lot of people have not seen the live stream sensor used before. I've never actually used it myself, but obviously it worked because it did show the winner. So I'm quite impressed with that. But anyway, to the tutorial. So body swap, or I'd like to say possession, would be a better way to look at this tutorial. So for the starters, I would use Sackbots. So I'm going to get out a normal Sackbot. We'll give him, we'll leave him as he is, and we'll give him my tutorials look. And then generally I would go with a custom Sackboy, but for this I will use it as a controlled Sackbot, but essentially it'd be the same thing, it wouldn't really matter. So we're going to create a Sackbot which is going to be our controllable player. So I'm going to make him look not like a girl. Actually, we'll use me as in real me. Okay. I will be publishing these videos separate. They will be edited so it's less me chatty, and they will be mostly evolved around the tutorial itself. So we've got our two guys. He's going to be the body swapped / possessed, and this is going to be our controlled guy. So I keep getting the messages from this guy. So we're going to start off and go with creating our guy so we can control him. So I'm going to stick in a controllinator inside him. And his controllinator is going to be a receiver, and it's going to be a receiver of the blue. And then we need something for us. So I'm going to create a piece of sticker panel. And I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to have it set to invisible, so its opacity down to 0%. Then I am going to put another controllinator onto the sticker panel, and this one is going to be the transmitter of blue. So now that we have this done, what we want is for the natural camera to follow our SACbot instead of ourselves. So the way we can do this is we can open up his controller and we can add in a tag, and we'll leave this as a blue, and we will have it marked as, it's labeled as player. And we'll take the activate into it, so whenever we're in the controller, that will also be active. Then what we can do inside our version of the controllinator that we sit in, place a mover. Sorry, not a mover, we want a follower. And we want the speed to be quicker than he can move. So when he falls, they roughly fall at about 20, 25. So something over 25. Acceleration all the way up, and as long as he's in range. Obviously, if you're going to have spawn points and things like that, you're going to have to make the range unlimited. So go all the way down and it goes to infinity. All the layers, and then instead of follow a character, we want it to follow a tag, blue, and player. Then we can use the activation again into that. Now when we also we need to make this visible in play mode. Yes, we want it as no. Okay. There's a lot of messages, sorry, I'm just keeping up. Can you do an Abyss Watcher boss? I don't know what the Abyss Watcher boss is, so you might have to do that on another tutorial, and I will investigate what that is exactly. Okay, and then so now that's completely invisible, and we can get into it, and it will follow this character around as if it is us. Completely the same as if it's your player. Move your head around, everything like that. So this is our actual player. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do some little special bits for taking over a body. So inside here, inside our victim that we are going to possess or body swap, we are going to add in a microchip, and inside this microchip I'm going to add another microchip, and inside this microchip I'm going to add a controllinator. Can I get a shout out? James TC62A, I believe that was. Anyone else that wants a shout out, just pop a message on there. If I miss it, just pop another message on there, because I'm trying to look at two things at once, so I'm getting a bit crazy here. But anyway, so we've got our controllinator inside here. This one is going to be a receiver of the blue as well, and then it is also going to have a tag when it is active, and our tag is going to be called body swap. So red and body swap. Here we have it, and that's for when it's active. Can I have a shout out? This is the Toasted Fox for a shout out. How would you go about making a platform level? I've got a few tutorials on already on making pixel art and platform levels, if you want to go and have a look. Okay, so now that we've got this, we are going to add in a way that that actually works. So we're going to need a button to work by this guy. So his button is going to be connected to a tag, and his tag will be the blue body swap. And then we are going to add in a selector. And when we press circle, let's go with circle, it will cycle the selector. And we are going to use our second output and put it into that. So, and then next we would like a follower. And this follower will make our controlled normal sackbot follow our now possessed sackbot. We don't want to go to 100, we want to go to about 30. So we're going to make him follow it wherever he may go, and it's going to be following a tag, and it's following red tag and body swap. And that also needs the second output. We are also going to use a opacity tweaker. Seriously, stop messaging. I'm trying to do tutorials. So, and then this opacity down to 0%. We don't need a fade time, so make that 0% as well. And that also needs to go into the second output. Shout out to Umbrella Horror. He wanted a shout out. Oh my god, I cannot pronounce that. Il Falazoyo. If that's how you pronounce it. I'm guessing it's not. Can I watch this after the stream? Yes, you can. Hopefully I will get a video uploaded nice and soon. Modded Creeper. Shout out. New friend request. Lovely. Anyway, so now that we have those bits done, we should be able to go into our controllinator. When we have this, I've noticed a lot of people have had this. When you have a controllinator that's sitting on top of the person and you can't get in it, it's because it's right on top of them and you have to take over the space. So if we move the controllinator out, then you can get straight on it. Okay, so now we can turn invisible. And now we're following this guy. This is not the full tutorial. This is just a test of what I would normally do as I make a tutorial. So we can take that off. As you can see, they both move together, which is not right. But it is what we are looking for. So, after all that is now done, we also need to add in a... what is it called? Physics tweaker, that's the one. So when we add in our physics tweaker to our player, we are going to have collisions off, and we are going to place that again with the selector output. Fusion GB, how you going? Lockbox code. The lockbox is just for me. There's nothing in there that you would specifically want. Basically all that's in there is like my tutorials, logos and things like that. It's so that if I ever have a corruption where it's really bad, or for some reason the online backup is broken or my backup is broken, it means that I can carry on. I actually had one about a month ago where everything had corrupted, so even the online and my backup, so I had no way of getting anything back. But my lockbox is for just that purpose, so I could get all of these things back, because I mean these things take a while to make. As you can see, these things actually move, there's things going on in the background, so it took a lot of time. So that's the reason I have a lockbox, and the lockbox is locked. Okay, so now that we've got this sorted, we can close that down, and now inside this one we can add in a tag sensor. So here we would add a tag sensor in our possessee. So here we will add the tag sensor, and the tag sensor will be, yeah, roughly that size is fine, so that we need to be physically close to him. And then it's going to be blue, and it's going to be the body swap. Now when we connect the output of that tag sensor into the microchip, it will then activate our controlinator when that tag is sensed in that area. So when we give it a go now, I can move around as this guy,